All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Shalom, 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 and shalom, Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. And you know what? That's all right with me. Coming again on this Deborah platform with another message. And I will say this is a lovely evening in which the Most High Yah has made, and I, Sister Deborah, shall and will rest therein. We're coming with a message, a very powerful, powerful message. And I have titled it Embracing Reality of No Change. You guys, there's not going to be any change because guess what? What can the Most High Yah change? What should he change? Man still haven't gripped the beginning. So what is it he's supposed to change? There's no change of the reality of what he has prophesied, all that is in his word, that is spirit and truth, which rests within his bosom. Ain't gonna be no change, y'all. Won't be no change. Won't be none. And I like to first and foremost again say that this is about embracing reality of no change. No change. I mean, it ain't gonna switch over and turn this way and turn this way and turn that way. It's gonna be pretty much according to the way it was prophesied before the foundation of the world. I'm not talking about the way things have been put in there and smeared, but the way that the Ruach HaKodesh teaches us. That's the way that's going to stand firm. Again, embracing the reality of no change. It makes me even think about earlier when I was speaking on the vision. He pulled that thing up in me this morning, and I said, "Oh, Father, where you going? Where you going? That was a vision you gave me 17, 18 years ago." Pull that thing up today, Deborah. I had to pull that vision to the present. November the 2023. Why? You're going to have to endure this, baby. That's why. Pull it up, put it on towards your bosom, and keep it in mind. That's all you're going to see is brick walls. That's all you've been seeing is brick walls. You're traveling. Don't you understand? Get in your lane. See that represent? You didn't know that, did you? Yeah, I knew it, but I didn't know that I was supposed to pour that vision to the present. He said, because it covered not just 17, 18 years ago, but it sits waiting to be pressed upon your bosom today. And that's where I'm at today. And with that being said, so much sorrow is in my heart. So much sorrow. And as I sat down at my desk in my room, I said, Father, so that's what that endurance spirit is. That's that endurance spirit that you gave me, isn't it? Yep, because I'll be a cuckoo clock. Because that's just how potent the information he gave me today was. So I first and foremost, I like to first say that anybody that's have tuned in to this page today at the sound of my voice and at the regarding this message, embracing the reality of no change. I would advise you, if you are nowhere near spirit and truth, don't come to this page. Not tonight. This is not for you, baby. Park it somewhere else. This is not for you, because what I'm about to pull out knocked me out, y'all. It knocked me out. So when I sat at the desk about an hour and a half ago to try to refresh myself on the fact that, hey, we ain't gonna be able to embrace we have to embrace reality. Wait a minute, hold up now, and no change. Are we talking about spirit and truth of the whole matter? Yes, we talking about spirit and truth and the whole matter. It ain't gonna be no change, Deborah. It ain't gonna change. Matter of fact, it's coming with power. So I sat at this here desk and I sat down and I said, "Now don't." I was like this, y'all. Just like this here. Why? Because I knew if the moment I get into it, bam, doors gonna start opening. And the moment I stepped into it, doors start opening. And I was like, hold up. He said, ain't gonna hold it up, Deborah. This is the reality. Open it up. He was opening up so many doors of understanding, spirit and truth. Till my spirit start to have sorrow in the whole matter. Now I want to say to you again, if you're not of spirit and truth, you're going to have to go to another page tonight. I advise you, this is not your page. This is not the one for you. Okay. A young man, I'm sure it was a young man. I want to get to that too, to show you something a young man said. And this is the point of where something else that I noticed. And I was washing dishes. That was like 3 hours ago. And when I was washing dishes, the Spirit of the Most High said, you got an email. And when I get here in email, not an email, a message on one of your YouTube. And I just put it up and it says, a dog in the wilderness. And then he got a happy face. Now, this individual that will place that on there, I noticed, let me see. Let me hold up. Let me see. Oh, yeah. I noticed this individual, whether it's a male or a female. First and foremost, when they say a dog in the wilderness, you know how I say a prophetess in the wilderness, they say a dog. You see the mindset? See, when Sister Deborah was teaching that a year ago about the mindset of Judith was gone, no one would believe her. I sat down and started writing out every time a clip shows up on the news of my phone and on YouTube showing you what just happened. Oh man, my spirit is so in great sorrow. It's in great sorrow. And for us, this one right here, I made sure I addressed this individual as, you must be the little dog. You get what I'm saying? I'm sure they got him. Okay. So, and I said other things on top of that when I really shouldn't even say it nothing. But that's Sister Deborah. But what I want to talk about is right now my spirit is really bubbling because I kind of feel sad. And I don't get me wrong, it's it just seems like it's just so much. And then I'm sitting here and he go to Revelation. I go to Revelation and I'm sitting here and all of a sudden I end up Revelation 17. And I knew when I go into Revelation, y'all, it wasn't going to be something that it once was. I knew he was about to pull out something. And he did. So let's go to Revelation chapter 17. In Revelation chapter 17, let's go. I'm sorry. Let's go to Revelation chapter 12 and verse 10 first. Let's go to Revelation chapter 12 and verse 10. Let me get this one done with so I can move on to Revelation chapter 17. You all, I found something out. Thank you. Revelation chapter 12 and verse 10. And it reads, and I heard a loud voice saying in the heavens, now is come salvation, strength, and the kingdom of our Yah, and the power of his Christ. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accuse them before the Most High Yah day and night. That means nonstop. I want you to go back and see. Since I've been on this devil platform, I try to kind of reveal to people who Christ really is, okay? And where he originated from. Where did he come from? Okay? And I try to tell people he always exists. Christ always exists. Christ is not the Son of Man. Christ is God. That's the part of God that came down with the Son of Man as one mission. Here you see way in the last book, Revelation. Listen to what it says, where it says here, now is come salvation. That's Revelation. Wait a minute, did I say that? Revelation chapter 12, verse 10. It says, now is come salvation and strength. You see that? Bam! And strength. Watch this here. And strength. And the kingdom of Yah. And the power of his Christ. You see that? You see that? Christ is his right hand. See, that's the Father's right hand, Christ. Where is that at? Genesis 1, verse 26. And Yah said, let us make man in our image. Us is Christ. It is the power of the Father's right hand. That's another eye-opener. 3,000-4,000 years, they never had it right. Even to today, they don't even know who Christ is. They don't know Hamashiach. They don't know who that is. That's why I tell y'all, don't mess with the head of the body. Do you know what that is? Let's hear here. Revelation chapter 12, verse 10. I heard a loud voice say in heaven, now is come salvation, strength, and the kingdom of our Yah. And, watch this here, the power of his Christ. Christ is his right hand, y'all. That holds all power. You see? So let's kind of see what Paul was saying over in Romans chapter 1, verse 16. Let's see Romans chapter 1 and verse 16. And then we're going to go to Revelation 17. And I'm kind of scared. I'm really scared to talk to y'all about Revelation 17. Romans chapter 1, verse 16. And it reads, now who is this? This is Paul. You know what bothers me more than anything is to be living in a time as this. And you know who you are, but yet you have to still just sit in 100% unrighteous, unknowing, and still know who you are in righteousness. That's deep. That's deep, you guys. Now watch this here. In Romans chapter 1, verse 16, here go Paul. For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ. You remember Yeshua come down preaching the gospel. The kingdom of Yah is at hand. You see, they were bringing down the power of my Father. And nobody called it. Look at, we're going to listen to Paul. Watch this here. And I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ. For it, and it's really actually letting you know the power of him. Okay, watch this here. Watch. Listen to what it says. For it is the what? The what? The power of Yah unto salvation for everyone that believeth, to the Jews first and also to the Greeks. You see what I'm saying? They miss it again. Christ, Hamashiach, is the right hand of the power that was present at the beginning. Every time he said, let, that power brought forth. The word spoke and the power brought it forth. You see? We missed it again. We missed it again. So how lost are we, really? You get back over here to Revelation 13. No, not Revelation 12. And the same thing here. It is the power of his Christ. What happened, y'all? That's why I told y'all a couple of, about a month now, that's why nobody don't want to unite. That's why no one don't want to come into a oneness. Because they want to be the power. Like Satan wanted to do. See, Satan didn't want to do nothing. He just thought he was going to, see, and I hate that we got Satan mixed up. How? I can't explain it. I cannot explain how we are so confused with who Satan is. Satan gained so much power with our mouths, with our mindset, and our action. He gained this, and he is nothing. That's why the Father never said, Satan is your worst enemy. Demons is your worst enemy. He never told you that. Where in the biblical it tells you that Satan your worst enemy. The instructions and direction, but you won't find it. Because he lets you know your own self. Because Satan ain't standing up at the throne with you to tell me he deceived you. He going to be in the hell. In the lake of fire. You going to stand alone. Your own spirit. And who got you there to the throne? Who are you going to be judged by? What you going to be judged by when you stand before the white throne? What your flesh had dominion over. You let your flesh have dominion over your spirit. When therefore you know where you going. To the uttermost dark lake of fire. Why? That's the choice he gave us out of the two. You either live in your flesh or you live in the spirit. And whichever one you live, don't think heavens didn't have you rolled up and rolled out in which one you was going to walk therein on the earth. See, y'all got the one I serve. Y'all got him bent up and bent down. Like everybody trying to make him to be. He's way beyond that. To where I can't even define or really tell you. Because I probably wouldn't sleep ever again if I had to tell you who he is. That's how much glory and honor is due him for me to stay up the rest of my life telling you who he is. Finding words, not finding, but speaking the word that I would probably just sit here until my heart stopped beating. Never sleeping, never eating, just to tell you that's how he's worthy to be praised and recognized. And I sit there and I say, here it is, Father, again, then, ain't it? This is happening again, Father. It's just like in Genesis. He created two, the evening and the day. The evening also represents the night, and the day also represents the morning. But he only created two. How did we end with four? Just like this here, and not just this here, everything. How did we get the Son of Man to be the power of the right hand of the Father when the Son of Man, all the time he was here, he only told us him and the Father and I are one. What did he mean? We one in the spiritual mission. But all that I'm doing, these are my Father's word. It is his power and it's his spirit doing it. But we are one in that. It's what he was trying to tell us. And we missed it. He said, I'm just coming down to die in the flesh for y'all sins. But in the spirit realm, me and the Father is one. We come down in one mission. He always led us back to the Father. He never led us to himself. Never. But we still missed it. We still miss it. And you know who miss it more than who are lost more than anybody? This is what I learned, you guys. The most lost people are those who said that they are all these positions. They're on this devil platform teaching and preaching you all. They're lost. Why? Because they're going to have to stand before the mighty throne of the Most High Yah and be judged for not the truth, but the lie. Not knowing that they lying and that what they're teaching is not the truth of the whole matter. It's not spirit and truth. It holds no light. But they don't care. Because no one cares where their eternal life. No one's. And here go this here, chicken here. Because when he was teaching me Revelation 17, I said, hold up. Wait a minute. It looks like I'm going to be here. Yep. So I got some news for y'all. You better pack your bags. And I mean tonight. And when I say pack your bags, first the bag, your inner bag. Pack that. How about that? Your mind. Pack that. Pack your heart. Pack your spirit. And get ready to get up out of here. Because that's what time it is. When he laid on me in Revelation chapter 7, let's go there. Because you know what? It's no business. I don't have no business dancing around the power. He said, Deborah, you know who the power is. If they don't know by now, 5,000 or longer years, don't sit here and waste your time, baby. Don't waste your time. What did I tell you? Get in your lane. Get back in your lane, or else that brick wall gonna be ready for you. You see what I'm saying? That's why he stay in your lane and look forward where you see me. Now watch this. When I got into Revelation, I wasn't planning on going to Revelation, but it looks like I said, okay, I'm going to read this. But did you all, let me tell you what happened to me. When I opened the book to Revelation, you know, I was fighting. Oh, man. Here it go. Oh, man. I felt it, y'all. I'm telling you, I was like, oh, man. Oh. Closed it out. Oh, man. I knew I was about to get slapped across the head several times. When he finished with me, I found myself speaking in tongues. I mean, a tongue that I cannot interpret. Now, the tongue of the church, I'm going to interpret. But the tongue of the spirit, I couldn't even interpret. That's how slapped across the head I was in getting into this. So he has me here in Revelation. Now, listen to this. In Revelation 17. Revelation chapter 17. And we're going to start. First of all, I want to drop. We're going to start with Revelation 17. And I guess I can go and mention it while it's here. Let's start with Revelation 17 and verse 1. But you know what? Let me tell y'all something. Let me cut all the cheese and kind of cut into this time before we get started. No, let me go. Yeah, let me kind of cut. You just can't. It's just unbelievable. It is unbelievable how lost we really are. In Revelation 17, I want y'all to understand it backs up 18. It backs up 18. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go on over 17 and I'm going to turn it over to you all in the live chat. I'm going to give it to you. Okay? I'm going to give it to you. Good deal. Let's go. Revelation 17. And there came one of the 7 angels, which had 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, come hither. I will show unto thee judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. Who they talking about, y'all? And this is y'all. You know what? This is a sad moment to me. Oh, Father, yeah, what we gonna do? Nothing. Keep still and know that I am the Most High Yah. That's what you're gonna do. How about that? Okay. Revelation chapter 17. And there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, come hither. I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. I got the first question. Who is the great whore? I'm waiting. I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore. Who is the great? That's it. That's Babylon. But who is that in this day and time? Let's use that. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. It is. It is. But who is it? Right. The United Snakes of America. Okay. The United Snakes of America. They gonna cut me off, y'all. They gonna have to cut me off because what I'm about to show y'all, that's a lot of power. Watch this here. So the great whore is the United Snakes of America, and it sitteth upon many waters. Who is the waters? Who is the waters that the great whore sit on? The people. Very good. And who else? It's the people and it's the people and 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 other things. Who is the great whore? You're right. It's the people. But what does it say? The great whore. Okay, let's go over here to Revelation 15. In Revelation 17 and verse 15, it says, and he said it unto me, the waters which thou sawest where the whore sat it are peoples, multitudes, nations, and tongues. Okay? All of that showing you all over the world. So the whore, okay, sat upon many waters. So now we know that, right? It's the nations, it's the multitudes, it's the nations, it's the tongue, and it is the people. That's who the waters with an S is. Okay. So now we know that we're dealing with Babylon, which is the United Snakes of America, who have led the what? The people, the multitude, other nations, and different tongues, mean different nations that speak different other language. Okay? And what does this great whore do? Sit upon the water. Why is this whore sitting upon the water? Anybody know? Why is this great whore sitting upon the water? The waters, which is the people, the multitude, the nations, and the tongues. Woo! What this whore sitting on this water with all of that? What is this? She's sitting on the water. She rules it. Exactly. She rules those people. And let me explain something to you. This is going to blow y'all mind what Sister Deborah is going to say. Now, when we get off of here, y'all do make sure you do some more study. But I'm going to tell you something. You're going to end up in a corner somewhere. Okay? You're going to end up in a corner like I did. I had to start. I sat there and I was like crying. Y'all might not believe it. I was crying. And all of a sudden, I realized I was speaking in tongue. And I just sat there just speaking in tongue. Speaking to the rock as he comforted me in the spirit. Because I was like, no, we in trouble, y'all. We in trouble. So verse 2. Now we covered. No. He said, bag back. Bag back. Bag back. How do we know they're speaking of? How do we, as Spirit and Truth, know that it's speaking and have sent a sign for us to know that it is, the whore is the United Snakes? Anybody? Okay? Let me take you just there again. Same chapter, Revelation 17 and verse 5. Upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon, the great mother of harlots and abomination of the earth. Okay? Now, not only there, it does it speak of this mighty word. It's in here, I think it is in here 4 times, calling Babylon, which is the United Snakes, okay, the Great. Didn't we have a president that called the United States, let's make America great again? See, that's what I like about the Most High Yah, that I've come to know him. He always got a ram in the bush. He always put a little token right there so you can say, when he said make America great again, first place I went to was Revelation 18 and verse 2. I never thought to go to Revelation 17, but great again speaks of Babylon falling. That great city, Babylon. And then you go to 14, it says it at least 3 to 4 times, that great Babylon the Great. So now we know that the president that's trying to run even today, that ran yesterday, used that theme, the great. Great again, but the word, the great. When he said that years ago, I always knew it was connected to Revelation 18 and verse 2. I had no idea that it was also connected to Revelation 17. I didn't dig that deep. I got to turn this heat off. I'll be right back. Because I'm burning up. Okay. So, now watch this here. So, now we're connecting that Babylon is the United States. Where did the majority of the tribe of Judah? Where was the majority of the tribe of Judah transported to? Anybody know? Anybody? We have the tribe of Judah on the 4 corners, but where did the majority of the tribe of Judah? Because they were the one that was done more so bad. That's really the one, Judah. So where were they? Let me see. Oh, that piece too. He said that too. The tribe of Judah. Exactly. So the tribe of Judah, we know, and yes, he did. Peace came along with it too. So you know what that peace means, don't it? Peace, peace, and then destruction. Okay. So do you see that here we are, the tribe of Judah. The first thing when he finished teaching me Revelation 17, I said, Father, you sent us here. Why would the Most High Yah send us to the worst of the worst of all the nations? Why? Anybody know? Why? What did we deserve? What did we do to deserve to come to the same great city of Babylon? The whore! What did we do to come to the one that God called it the whore? Anywhere. Take me to Russia. Hey, come get me. Take me to China. Take me to anywhere. But the last place you want to go is the United States of America. But here we are. Very good. Because Judah was like unto the United States. Well, what'd you say that for, Deborah? Let's go to Ezekiel 36 right quick. He had to check Ezekiel. Y'all didn't know that, did you? The Most High had to check. See, that's why I say you have to, when you're in spirit and truth, you can see him pulling up, going off on somebody. You be saying, well, wait a minute, hold up. Now what's going on? Wait a minute, ain't you going off? That's what I do, because I can hear when the Father can go into the word and pull out. He the only one can go into these scriptures and pull in and pull out. You see, the Father, Yah, is the only one can go up in these scriptures, pull in and pull out, just like he did with Jacob. Jacob told his sons, y'all gather yourself together so I can tell you what is going to befall you in the last day. Did you know they didn't come? They didn't even come. All of a sudden, Ruach come. Gather yourself together, you sons of Jacob, and hear unto your father Jacob. Your father Jacob. They wasn't gonna come. The Ruach told them, get your butt in there where your daddy is at and listen to what he got to say to you all. Go back and see it for yourself. Read it for yourself. I believe it's Genesis 49, if I'm not mistaken. That's when you can tell. When you're full of the Holy Spirit and you know that you don't know, it ain't your flesh that know, but when the Father, Yah, is the only one can come up in this book and pull in it and pull out at the same time. I love him. I love him. I learned that 3 years ago. He said, I'm the only one can go up in there and come out there. I said, I heard you. He the only one can pull up in this book and pull out at the same time. Okay? Now, when you get to 36, now listen to how he pull up. Now, watch this here. Moreover, the word of Yah came unto me. See? Ezekiel telling him the word of Yah had to come step into him. Watch what he said. Watch how it switched over, y'all. Watch how it switch over. Verse 17, son of man. Son of man. Wait a minute. He's checking him. He's letting him know, let me tell you what you don't know, Ezekiel. Let me tell you what kind of people these people are. He said, son of man, when the house of Israel dwelled in their own land, they defiled it by their own way. And by their doings, their ways was before me as an uncleanness of a removed woman. Verse 18, wherefore I have poured my fierce upon them for the blood that they shed upon the land, and for their idols wherewith they polluted the land, y'all. Watch this here. Verse 19. And I, who is I? Not Ezekiel. This is the Father. See, Ezekiel started off, but then you hear the Father pull up. Watch it. He can come in here and come out at the same time. Now he's pulling up on Ezekiel. Ezekiel saying that the Father came to, moreover, the word of the Most High Yah came unto me, saying. Now that's what Ezekiel left off at. But then if you can see the power in the words that are being spoken, showing you how the Father rolled up in on him. And then he said in verse 19, I scattered them among the heathens, and they were dispersed throughout the countries according to their way, and according to their doing. I judge them. See, go back over that again in Ezekiel, and you'll see how you can hear Ezekiel at the beginning telling you what the word said to him. But when he started to say what the word said, you can actually feel the Most High up on Ezekiel, telling him what he wanted him to know. Let me tell you one thing, brother. He pulled up on him and checked him, in a sense of letting him know, you don't know this, but let me tell you this. Let me tell you, I'll disperse them around the countries based on their actions, the way they act, the way they conduct themselves, and their ugliness. Did I disperse them according to that reason? My judgment. And he nailed it. I judged them. How you like me now? Who got something to say now? What do you got to say now? How about that? Stand down. So he, the Most High Yah, son Judah here, to the whore that he knew he was going to destroy. I sat up in Revelation today. Within a half an hour, I was like, I had no idea, because as I told y'all so many times, I just can't, I know I'll never get y'all to understand this. I never saw myself as a teacher. I never would have thought that I'll be reading the Bible and teaching it in the spirit of truth of the Ruach. No way. Or speaking it. And I'm like saying, wait a minute, hold up. How did I end up here? And then I began to say, wait a minute, so you mean I ain't gonna die? Because what did I tell you? I don't know if any of you all remember this. Years ago, I used to tell you I won't be here. I'll see y'all on the other side. That's what I was saying. I won't be here. I won't make it to the other side. I see y'all on the other side. I see y'all again. I see you on the other side. Just let me pull up in the kingdom. I don't have to go over to the promised land. Let me pull up in the kingdom. I'll be all right. See, that was my mindset until I started saying, wait a minute, hold up. Why are you giving me all this here? I know you taught me what took place before the foundation of the world. That was good. That's good and dandy. That's the beginning to the end. I know what's up. But he's cracking. He's cracking light, brighter and brighter and brighter. I'm like, so I'm going to live, huh? So I'm going to have to go through, huh? He said, why did I give you the endurance spirit, Deborah? Why did I tell you I was going to give you the spirit of endurance? Why am I going to give you that if you ain't going to endure nothing? Why? And it makes sense. Because I'm studying sin here. Now listen to this. Let's go back to our revelation. So the reason why, the question I asked you all, did you all really understand? Judah was son to the great whore. I bet you now one of y'all never thought of it like that, huh? Judah was son to the great whore, Babylon. And if you don't think the mindsets of Judah don't match this country, you gone. Because he does. I'm a prophet. I'm a living one, not a devil. I'm a living one. A testimony that Judah matches this place. 24 do Judah match it. Even with their idol, God. They idling people on this platform. And as they idle the people on the flat platform, where's the glory from my Father? Y'all, where's the honor from my Father? Where are you giving him praise? Where are you giving him honor? Wait a minute. Are you gonna give him a light? You gonna give him some strength? Wait a minute, hold up. None to be seen. And those that is gripping, that you're idling, they're not giving the praise to him either. You don't even see him. You don't hear him. You don't see him. But yet you think that they are telling you something. And you doing what you have always done. Had your own personal idol God. Because that's your flesh. It has to have. Judah and the house of Israel always idled. Always. So let's listen to this. So when I pull up in Revelation 17, we learned that the great whore is the United States. We learned that she sits on many waters, which is the people, the multitude, tongues, and nations. That's a lot. Okay. Now, verse 2. With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and inhabitants of the earth have been made drunken with the wine of her fornication. Okay. Verse 3. Now here, this and here what really got me right here. This blew me up right here. It's when I see, I'm going to read it. In verse 3. So this is what John said. Now listen to this, y'all. So John, in Revelation chapter 17 and verse 3. So he carried me away. You see that? He carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness. So I said, hold up, Father, y'all. I've been saying that ever since I've been on YouTube. A prophetess in the wilderness. That's where you teach me in the spirit realm. And you mean John also? He said, see, I told you, you run your mouth, but you know what you're talking about. I'm like, but here John is. John saying the same thing I've been saying 5 years on this devil platform. A prophetess in the wilderness. And I said, if you only knew what the wilderness was. Look at John here saying it. John in chapter 17 of Revelation, verse 3. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness. See, y'all don't know who the wilderness is. And that's another topic. See, they never really knew that the wilderness was a place that Yah orchestrated and created with his own hand. a designated place that he made holy just for you. So we are taught that the wilderness is a dried up place, and yes, it is, but that's the one in the natural. Pull up in the one in the spirit, and you will get it right. See, that's the thing. People don't know the difference of the tools. Sister Deborah tried to speak on that so many times so people understand this thing is broke down in tools. Now, I like that. And then he began to talk about how he saw, and I saw a woman sit upon the scarlet colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. Okay. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet. Now, who is the woman? We talked about the whore, the great whore. Now, who is the woman? Anybody know? There you go. I know that's right. Because it's a place that you know that he meets you. And he teaches you from that. People don't even understand even his comfort. Him being the comforter in you is a form of taking you to a wilderness place of his. Something he prepared for you. And a lot of people don't even think of it. But one way. Which way is that? The way it is read in the flesh. They don't understand there's 2 wilderness, you guys. There's one in the flesh and there's one in the spirit. Okay? So here it is here. Who do you say that is the woman was arrayed in purple scarlet colors and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, and having a gold cup in her hand full of abomination and filthiness of her fornication? Who is that? Anybody? Okay. So are we saying that the great whore and the woman is 2 separate? We know that the United States of America is the great whore. It almost sounds like the great whore in verse 3 and verse 4, still speaking of the woman was arrayed in purple. So is it the Roman Catholics? The Roman Catholic, okay, let's see here. Let's go on. So we got 2 saying the Roman Catholics. Okay, let's see here. Now watch this here in verse 4. And the woman was arrayed in purple, scarlet color, and decked with pearls, and having gold cup in her hand. That sounds like the Romans, don't it? That's in her hand, full of abomination and filthiness, and of her fornication. Okay. Now verse 5. And upon her head was a great name. What was the great name that was written? Mystery. So I said, now what's up with that? I'm going to tell y'all something. I know I shouldn't have been saying that, even though I knew. Mystery. Why? Because all of these years, y'all, this has been a mystery, even to today, who Babylon is. That's why the word mystery, Babylon, the great. There go the great. Now we know that the great represent Babylon, right? United States. Now here's the 5. It's speaking of 5 is speaking of her that is in 4. Y'all come on, help me out now. Would you say 5 is speaking regarding the one that is in 4? Let's read it again. 4. The woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones with pearls, having a gold cup in her hand full of abomination and filthiness and fornication. Now we know that the great whore committed fornication in Revelation 17 and verse 2. So now we're in verse 5, Revelation 17, chapter 17 and verse 5. And upon her head was a name written. Now, when I saw, now I read this here many times, but when I was in there and the Spirit was teaching me this, today when I was doing the study. I said, well, what was the purpose for the mystery? He said, Deborah, do you know not that it's still a mystery in 99.9 of the people who Babylon is? So why wouldn't it be said that it's a mystery? It's a mystery, Babylon the Great. Now, we're still talking about the Great. Now, who did we say the Great was? Babylon the Great. Okay, now watch this here. Y'all, this gonna mess y'all up. And I'm telling you, if you do not know spirit and truth and you don't have the light in that right hand, even if you got a pen, needle, light, but if you don't, you better get off of this page, because Sister Deborah finna reveal something to you that, let me tell you something. When I got off of this study, I went into tongues. And you know, that spiritual tongue you don't understand. So I knew what time it was. I needed something from him in my spirit after learning all this. And it is a lot. Okay, here we go. Revelation 17 and verse 5. And upon her forehead was the name written, Mystery. And then you see that comment said Babylon the Great. Now, Babylon the Great. Okay, let's see what you got. The Babylonian system. But let's finish now. I thought something like that too. That's what I thought that too. But listen to this, because all I kept saying, I know this the Roman Catholic. I know this. That's what I kept saying. But let's continue. Now watch this here. We're gonna pull up who the Roman Catholics is. Now verse 5. And upon her head was a name written, Mystery Babylon, the Great, the mother of harlots and abomination of the earth. Okay. Now, oh man, I can't leave right now. And I saw, that's someone coming. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the, is that monarch? Well, how do you pronounce that? Monarch of the monarch of, I'm saying that right, of Christ. But guess what? I did look it up in Hebrew and Greek. Guess what it means? The holy ones of Christ. So it made me go right back. Hold up. I got to complete this here. I'll be ready. Come on. I just got to complete this. I'm on live, okay? So watch this here. This is going to mess you all up because it did me. Watch this here. Now, when it said the blood of the monarchies of Christ, monarch of Christ, that means the Holy One of Christ. Okay, so it almost said, and I saw the woman drunken with blood of the saints and with the blood of the holy ones of Christ. Now we know that the United States wasn't here during the time of the holy ones of Christ, the disciples, and they became apostles. Okay, so it's talking about the blood of the saints that the woman was drunken with, and the blood of the holy ones of Christ. Okay, not Christ, of Jesus, of Hamashiach. No, Yeshua. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. Okay, this is John. He's like marveling off the fact of what he saw. But it was the idea of, why you didn't close the door back? But what I'm looking at here is, I see that the holy ones of Yeshua, I'm looking at that in the old, which was the disciples. So I said, okay, that was the Romans. Okay, that's what I was saying. But wait till we continue. Now watch this here in verse 7. And the angel said unto me, why did it thou marvel? Because he kind of was like, wait a minute, feeling like, when it was because of what he saw, y'all. It wasn't that he was really all, but it was what he saw. He said, The angel said unto me, wherefore did thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman. See, he's connecting the mystery that's called Mystery Babylon, the Great, with the what? With the woman. And some of us say that's the Roman Catholics, right? Watch this here. Watch this here. And he began to say to him in 7, I will tell you the mystery of the woman. You know why? You guys, guess what? We're in the year 2023, November. There is a mystery. This is what he said in Revelation chapter 20, not Revelation chapter 10. Everything is finished. The mystery is given to the prophets. So if we thinking we can get before all these other positions and think that they can teach us, they can't. Because the Father said he's only given the mystery. You want to know the mystery? You got to touch base with a prophet. But they don't want to do that. You see, because everybody wants to be head, which is Hamashiach, and they want to rule the body. And if you don't let them be head, then they don't want you to, they don't want to deal with you or want to accept you unless you let them be the head. See, the head got his order already set. He's not, the head is power. And if he says that the mystery is given to the prophet, who are we to tell him, no, it's not? It's given to the moorings, the watchmen, the seers, the priests, the bishops. No, he told you who he's giving it to. That's why nobody can get the mystery of nothing. You see, because nobody wants to follow his order. Just like in Genesis, nobody wants to just take the 2 days. They want to press forward. No one wants to make Sunday stand down and pull up Saturday. Nobody wants to do nothing. Okay, so watch this here. Nothing according to the righteous will that he created. Watch this here. Now in 7, this is what he said. In verse 7, it says, I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast. That leads me to understand that can't know anybody know the mystery. And that's why when he pulled up with me today, I'm like saying, Father, who know about that? Who know about that? It was too powerful. It done something to me, y'all. So what happened? And it says, the woman and of the beast that carried her, which had the 7 heads and the 10 horns. That's the Roman Catholics. Her, listen to what it says. The beast that carried her. The Roman Catholic, what did I tell y'all? The Roman Catholic used the United States of America. United States, their religion is Christian, and the Catholic use Christian as a shield to hide behind. That's where the beast is, the Roman Catholic. And the beast is going to step out of the Roman Catholic. You see? So the woman is the United States. But it tells you right here, look here, the mystery of the woman and the beast that carried her. How she set up on the precious stones and having all that. She's sitting up there. That's the United States. Because that's the order the beast set her on. But guess what, y'all? We in trouble. We in so much trouble. We in so much trouble. Because listen to this. Listen to this in verse 8. In verse 8, the beast that thou saw was and is not. Was and is not. And shall ascend out of the bottomless pit and go into perdition, and they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose name were not written in the book of life. When? From the foundation of the world, when they hold the beast that was, is, and yet, that was and is not, and yet is. What is that? Satan was, then is not when he get chained up. Then he's going to come back and is, and yet is. Remember, he's going to be released. So what happens? Satan is going to give his power over to the beast. Why? I told y'all. The beast, Satan's right-hand power is the Roman Catholic. That's why when it come up as the beast, it's going to be the one that's going to be the head over, that is the head over the Roman Catholic. That's why Satan going to give the beast his power. Okay? Now the beast, this is what I'm telling y'all, we're in trouble, y'all. Let me show you how bad we're in trouble. Watch this here. And I kind of feel sad. I really feel sad about this, but it ain't nothing I can do about it. Let's go there again. The beast that I saw it, he's telling this to John, was and is not. He's trying to tell us this beast is not something that can come and stay on the scene. He was and is and yet is not. He can't just pull up anytime he wants. Why? Because y'all say I pulled him from the pit of hell. And I'm bringing him up. And when he comes up, it's going to be Satan going to give him his power to take it from there. You see? But the power of where he's coming from is the Roman Catholic. He's already in the Roman Catholic, ruling them right now and been for years. But he's coming up to show himself. And when he come up to show himself, Satan going to give him his power. See, y'all don't understand. The Father got a right-hand power, which is Hamashiach. And we fail to know that. But if you keep reading, Satan got a power too. That's how it tells you in Revelation 13, he's going to turn his power over to the beast. Because that's still the will of the Father. Now watch this here. Let's finish that. And it says here, and go into perdition. Watch this here. And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose name were not written in the book of life from when? The foundation of the world. See, y'all thinking that y'all can come down here and run it. No, you can't run nothing, baby. Heaven got this stuff locked in and out. All you're going to do is run your mouth and run that bathroom when you need to. That's about it. So here he is. He said, before the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was, that is, and yet is. No, let's say that right. The beast that was and is not and yet is. Just letting you know. And if you really do your study, you'll find out who pulled that beast up. The Most High, y'all. You see? Now watch this here. Now this is what's happening. Verse 9. And here is the mind which have wisdom. Here is the mind which have wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains on which the woman sitteth. 7 mountains in which the woman sitteth. Just showing you the type of power this woman had, was given to her, which is the United States. Okay? Now watch this here. And there were 7 kings, 5 are fallen, and 1 is, and the other is not yet. So it's showing you how this is orchestrated by the Most High Yah in the time period where everything gonna roll up. So don't forget, this is John seeing this where? In the wilderness, where? In the spirit. Okay? Now watch this here. Verse 10. And there are 7 kings, 5 are fallen, and 1 is, and the other one is not yet come. And when he cometh, he must continue a short space. Now we got the false prophet. I think it is the false prophet and it's the beast and the false prophet and the Antichrist. And the beast that was and is not, even he is the 8th and is the 7th and go into perdition. Perdition. That's hell, y'all. That's showing you that these ones that's coming ain't coming up here it like they rule something. He's trying to, the Father is trying to show us that are elect, that these things that he's saying coming, and the beast and these coming, and they coming up, don't think they in full control. They rule, they in power. He said they not. They don't rule nothing. They come and go when I pull them up. Now watch this here. Verse 12. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are the 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as of yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. Who is that gave them that power? The beast in turn these certain, I'm going to tell you, nations into this power puncher for a reason. And that's why I said we're in trouble. We that are getting up out of here, that's marked by the Most High Yah, we're not in trouble. But the people don't understand how much trouble they in down here. Now listen to what's going to happen. So here go the beast, the kings in 1 hour with the beast. They're going to have that 1 hour with the beast. Why? That's the Roman Catholic. Let me tell y'all what they're doing, y'all. The beast is coming out of the Roman Catholics. And guess what they're going to do, y'all? Sister Deborah would like to apologize to you. Because I told you it's going to be destroyed from the inside. And guess what? It is. They working the destruction from the inside. But the beast is going to cause other nations to come up against this place here. You see? Now watch this here. Verse 13. These have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. Watch this here. Verse 14. These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them. For he is the Lord of lords and the King of kings. And they that are with him are called the chosen and the faithful one. That's it. Watch this here. 15. And he said it unto me, the waters which thou sawest were the whore set, are people, multitude, nations, and tongues. Watch this. Verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. Babylon is the whore. The 10 horns represents the other countries that gonna come together. And what does it say? And these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolated, naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire, destroying it. Those are the ones that the beast is going to have them. Now, see how crooked the beast is? After you take that crush from the United States, there was a crush for Israel over there all that time. Did all the dirty work. United States did the dirty work all over the world. You see? Now they're going to be left alone because the beast is going to cause other countries to come up against. And he's going to give them the power to come up against. Why do the beast give them a power? Because don't forget who's in this land. Judah is here. So what happens? He's going to give them the power. And where is it at? Where is that founded, Deborah? Revelation 17 and verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, those are 10 different nations. Watch this. These shall hate the whore. Who is the whore? The United States. Listen to what he's going to do. And shall make desolated and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. That's why when you pull up in Revelation 18, that's why it's saying Babylon is falling. They already falling to the debris. To now, that's how the fullness of the debris is going to be. You see? While Babylon over here with all these sick ways, thinking it's okay for them to continue the things that they're doing, they're not going to stop. The title of this message is, there's not going to be a change. So you might as well embrace the fact that there's not coming a change for y'all. It's not. If we are not right with y'all, and y'all is not right in us, we're going to be left here with the whore being destroyed. Because before the beast come up on the whore, guess what's going to happen? It's what you see today. And you ain't seen nothing yet. The nations going up against nations, kingdom against kingdom. They're going to be killing, purging, murdering, all kind of things. So this is why your country don't give a rat's behind about destroying people here. It's because they know Babylon has already fallen. Now the beast represents the Roman Catholics. He's going to start the war. Now, why would the beast want to do that? Remember, it says the beast was, and then was not, and then yet again, as if he was already here. So where he at, what he's about to do now, he's about to get all the other nations against the United States. And they're going to take United States out. Okay? Well, how they going to do that? This is where it says it. Burn her with fire. So when the other countries are looking over, they're going to see the smoke. My idea of the smoke was, okay, we're going to be destroying everything within. Why? Because Matthew 24 and verse 7 tell you that's the day of sorrow. It's when they're going to be doing all of that. And that's why in Matthew 24 said he that endured. Because he knows that this is when you're going to be enduring something. But you got to think, Judith, why are you over in the whore? Why are you here, Judith? Why did he bring you to the whore? The whore. Because you are like unto the whore. So you better get yourself to understand 12,000 of the tribe of Judah don't make you number 1% that he's coming for. Because he said 12,000 out of the whole four corners, not 12,000 out of the United States. So you see how narrow the gate really is that's going to lead to the way up out of here. So the beast is coming out of the Roman Catholic, y'all. They set the United States up. They set them up to destroy them. That's the end game of it. They set them up. And the beast is going to turn around and stand back on the scene, but get them other countries to come that going to hate the United States. He's all in verse 12, verse 13, verse 14. He's teaching them how to hate the United States and go up against them. So this is what you see. But it's got to be more than just one or two countries. This here telling you, it's going to be a lot of them against it, meaning they're going to come into one accord to bring it down to its debris. Now, we are already falling within. You see? Because this country has already, the elites in this country, they already know about this. Y'all just don't. They know about all this. We're the one walking around, don't understand really what's taking place. We think it's going to have to be the way we said that it's going to be. Baby. This shocked me. What shocked me is to find out I knew that the Roman Catholic rule and everything. I knew that already. So for the beast to pull up and go after the United States, the whore, and then the other kings, them going to get with the beast to go up and go up against the whore. I'm like saying, Roman Catholic, you ain't no good. You use the United States and their Christian religion to be your shield all this time. That's why it's saying over and over that it says the beast that was and is not and yet is. He was always here, y'all, plotting this thing to get together. And I ain't mean back in the biblical days, but I'm just saying he's been on the scene. And it's a spirit. And all of this, you guys, let me tell y'all something. Satan ain't bringing these things up. Satan ain't making these moves. He's doing it still in the order in which the Father has orchestrated it. So it's over. It's over. In verse 17, for Yah has put in their, hear me now, y'all should get it now, so y'all won't be messed up on the floor. Listen what happened. In Revelation 17, verse 17, watch this here. For Yah has put in their heart to fulfill his will. See that, y'all? See, that's why I say he's the one you should be fearing. If he's capable of doing that, you're supposed to be fearing him. And the woman shall, he said in verse 17, Revelation 17 in verse 17, and Yah has put in their hearts to fulfill his will and to agree and to give their kingdom unto the beast. You see that? That's the Roman Catholics. That's where the beast coming out of. The other nations going to give their power, their kingdom over to the beast. Now see, there it is. But if you go back in verse 12 and 13 and 14, they already giving it. They already going along with them. And then they're going to hate the whore. I'm like saying, all this time, the whore did all this for you, Roman Catholic. You've been using them for the shield, knowing that you've been behind it all this time. Then you're going to pull up. Let's go back to Revelation chapter 17 and verse 17. For Yah has put in their hearts to fulfill his will and to agree and give their kingdom up into the beast until, watch this here, until the words of Yah shall be fulfilled. See, y'all think y'all running it. Y'all ain't running nothing. He running their tails up and down still according to his will. Okay, now verse 18. And the woman which thou sawest is that great city which reigneth over the kingdoms of the earth. Just letting you know, the United States ran it, y'all. They ran it. All the kingdoms on the earth. Not all, yeah, most of them. And how did they get the opportunity to run them? Because the Catholics was always behind them. That was their greatest support. And look how it's going to flip on them. That's going to be their greatest destruction, because the other kingdoms is going to get with the beast to destroy the whore. So the question I had for the Father was, you son Judah and them over to the whore. We got our butt over here living with the whore. Hold up. Something wrong with that. Because something right with it. Something wrong with it. Because something right with it. Something wrong with it because something right with it. It's still my Father's will. Go over Revelation 17. It'll mess you up. If you are in spirit and truth and have the light, it should do something to you and for you. See, a lot of times when the Father is enlightening you on things like this, if you keep going backwards, then you ain't gonna go forward. Because this is where we at. And what made me so sad, you guys, let me tell you what made me so sad. What made me so sad is the fact that Judah was brought over here to the whore. That's one thing. And the second thing was the beast was created to set things up the way that he did. And he's going to get all the other nations to go up against the whore. When the whore had hid the beast all this time. Y'all don't get it, do you? The whore always hid the beast. Y'all don't understand. Both scriptures in Revelation 17 tells you about two mysteries. One is the mystery of the great whore, and then it called it again a mystery of the whore. So it's letting you know that there's a mystery to it. It ain't like they teaching it. It's a mystery in it because there's some power of the Most High in it, showing you who he is and who he stands for. And you think y'all run it. Okay, you run it. What's saddening to me is to know that the whore, Judith, came to the whore, was brought to the whore. And Judith ain't no different than the whore even today. We sit here saying we all this, we all that, we this, and we that, we got this, we awaken. Wait a minute. Do you realize what's going on, you people? That's another reason why 12,000 is like 1%. Because 12,000 is not coming out of just the United States. It's coming out of the four corners. Judah is not just here. So if he's just taking 12,000, it is a small remnant. The only thing that really kind of really bit me up and down, y'all, that's around the corner. Do y'all understand that? Oh, Charles, that coffee sure smell good. Did you do that? It sure smell good. I don't get it. That's how close we are. And we sitting here talking about this monkey mess. Don't mean nothing. Why do y'all don't get why the United States gonna close your banks? You don't get why the United States snakes is poisoning you and giving you this and biochemical, using biochemicals against you. Y'all don't get it. Because they know it's over. They know. Y'all don't understand why all these billions of dollars are being transferred over to Scotland, over all up to every country to get it from you all. To take you to where you don't have anything. That's why I tell y'all. Let me show you something. In Revelation chapter 17, he talks about, watch this here. And see, I take heed to stuff like that. Yeah, you all, I don't know if you all do, but I do. Because my thing is, why are they saying this? Watch this here. What's this here? Revelation 18 and verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen. That's one time. Then it says, is fallen. That's two. I believe that there is Revelation chapter 18, verse 2. There's two fallings. Babylon the Great is falling, and then is falling, showing you two. Because as Sister Deborah was telling you all, we're falling from within. We're destroyed from within. This is what they sold. They sold this country out a long time ago. I try to tell y'all. They sold their people out. And these people are sitting here killing, destroying each other. Y'all should see all of the drugs they didn't put into all the communities now. People are just walking dead and not living at all their own corners. Your system did that. This government system did that. All those millions of people that died from the bio, your country did that. Poisoning, destroying your crop. They destroying the animals. Your cattle and your pigs and they should destroy the pigs anyway. But the chicken, they even guess what they doing now, y'all. You know how people went out and got their own land and got their own crop? Guess what they did, y'all? Who in the live chat can tell me what they doing now? Anybody in the live chat, do y'all know what they're doing to the people that got their own land and got their own cattle and they got their own chicken and they got their own this and they got their own that? Y'all ain't noticed what they did? Y'all don't know what they did? The food that they making that these animals eat, they poisoning them. And they trying to figure out why ain't they laying eggs? Why ain't our chicken laying eggs? Why is our animals getting sick? Why ain't they producing? They looking at new food being made for their animals. And they feeding the same stuff that they thought they was feeding them once before. No, they didn't mess with their food like they mess with yours. How about that? How about that? How about that? You see? You got to be brought. Babylon has fallen. It said it twice. It's letting you know it's fallen as a country from within. And from what Revelation 17 is saying, He's sending the nations to blow it out, to where it'll never ever. And it says here, they're gonna set it on fire, eating her flesh, desolated, naked, and burn her with fire. That's this country, y'all. So that's why I say to our men and women, if y'all don't understand what's going on, that's on you. I embrace the reality. There's just not going to be no change. This is it. This is my father's prophecies and what he said and what he means. That's why Babylon coming down too. Babylon the Great has fallen. Then he said, and Babylon is falling. Because I tried to explain to y'all in Matthew 24, it's telling you a different time period because it's telling you two time periods in one. It's telling you when these things are going to be taking place. And then after these things, also a time period when Yeshua is coming. Okay. So I'm saying to you all, you have to really be cautious. Be very, very cautious in the way you play around with the Most High Yah. You might think that you got it nailed and you know him like that, and you go buckling up and then get yourself buckled down, because he's not one to be played with. You got to look at him as a judge, someone who will bring what fire, you know, who you think he gonna pull up that beast with. That's the Father's doing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Y'all really got to read it for yourself, and you can see the Father. Why do you think John is in a vision being told this? John is being told this before it happened. So where did it come from? See how spirit and truth, it came from the spirit realm. That which what is going to be happening in the natural. But we don't grip that. We think everything is about what we see and believe, what we hear and believe in our natural ears. No, baby, this thing is spirit and truth. It's carried by the spirit, and it is the truth of the whole matter. So I, Sister Deborah, hope that each and every last one of you all got something out of this. I am about to make a move. These adults are still out of town, and you know who they calling for now, don't you? Mama. Okay, so I say unto you all, I appreciate each and every last one of you all tuning in. And no, they can't be turned back. You sure got a good point. That's you know what that do? That matched the topic. That matched the topic. Because the topic is embrace it, the reality. Because there won't be no change. That means it can't be turned to move different. Yes, and you know what? But worse for those that are in spirit and truth, there's no worse for them. You see, the worst I'm going to have is what I'm getting now. You see, it's what I'm getting now. I'm seeing this thing. I'm living. I'm enduring. I'm long suffering in this thing. Why? Because he's showing it to me for what it is. I had no idea that the beast was going to turn against the shield in which it's used. It uses the Christian as a shield all this time, and it's going to turn against the Christians. Wow. And get the Christian destroyed and set up for the Christians, which is United States, to be destroyed. That's the beast for you. He's going to have the other nation do it. So what you're actually seeing about Arabia, Iran, them, or anybody talking about doing it, they can't do it by themselves. The book says it's going to be nations that's going to come. So when the beasts come with them and get with them and say, okay, it's good, come together, bring them down. And you all do not know. Let me say this to you all. You all have no idea that they already been working on this country. The whore. The beast has, you remember it says that which was, that which is not, and that which is to come. Just letting you know, that beast had a stake in this thing all this time. It is the Roman Catholics. It's the Roman Catholics. How long the Roman Catholics been here? And that's where that man is going to come out of. that beast, he's going to come out of the Roman Catholics. And that's when Satan going to turn his power, give him some power. You see? To do what? To fulfill the prophecy. According to who? The Father's will. So Sister Deborah, say I appreciate each and every last one of you all tuning in, and I hope you got something out of it. And if not, go back over Revelation 17. Maybe we'll go back over it even tomorrow. We'll go back over it. But it was a power punch for me. So Sister Deborah says, shalom and shalom. And I see you again.